Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3. And for Philadelphia, we've got Tyrese Maxey. Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's George. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now here's Lillard. Prince finds Lillard. Got us a screen on Maxey. Just 4 to shoot. Lillard, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And it's hard not to commend the calm nature and demeanor of the Greek Freak. I mean, even in pressure situations, Antetokounmpo never seems to get outside of himself or never seems to give in to what the defense is trying to do to disrupt it.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lillard outside. The kick out to Lopez. Back to Lillard. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Into the lane.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. Boy, the ability to knife inside and convert. Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Now here's Lillard. He has 5. The kick out to Lopez. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
That was not easy, but Lopez is solid in playing through contact.
George with the screen on Jackson. Milwaukee with the rebound. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. George heading to the hoop.
Oh! Big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Now, here's Lillard, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Jackson. It's Drummond with the rebound.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's Lillard. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Boy, that stick-to-itiveness, not to give up on that play. Giannis never giving in or giving up.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. And as you would expect, their focus on defense is Damian Lillard. He said Lillard's smart. He's seen every defensive look there is, so we can't get fancy. Our main thing is to be ready with help defenders inside. We can't allow him penetration. We're hoping to limit the damage he can do at the rim. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Giannis' teammates know he's selfless. He's going to get the ball to the open guy, and it's on you to find your shot.
The offensive rebound. Drummond. Again, Philadelphia.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now, here's Lillard. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Lillard. And that's now 6 points for Giannis. Oubre, a screen on Prince. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Hits it from three-point range.
The unbridled confidence of Maxey at the arc, you can see it and feel it. He knows how good he is.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Giannis. Back to Lillard. Inside. Lopez kicks to Giannis. Bucks passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. They get the rebound. Giannis on the foul.
And the activity of the Greek freak around the bucket. I mean, this guy just does not quit. Relentless. Really knows how to finish with authority after misses come his way. Wow.
Now, here is George. He's got 5 from deep three-point land. Kicks it out to Maxey. Drummond sets the screen for Maxey. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. Back to Giannis. Lillard up top. Here's the floater. Rebound by the 76ers. Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
Lillard looking around. Count it. Lillard's got 7.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And George, here we go. Drummond working against Prince. George with the bucket.
Mid-range, no problem for PG. He's really improved as a shooter.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those 2 guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Maxey with it. Lillard picks him up. Maxey sets a screen for George. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Good on the triple.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
A nice shot by George. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball, but I don't think anybody likes, 1, guys flopping the draw fouls, and then 2, whining when fouls aren't called.
Embiid with the screen on Prince. Wasted no time on that one. George has got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
You know, George is unstoppable when he puts it all together like this.
Lillard against Maxey. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. There's Giannis with the slam.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
1:43 left in the first half. George against Prince. And it's George finishing it off.
George playing strong down low. Love to see him finish with authority.
Paul George with the steal. Fires away from way outside. They get it back. And Drummond kicks to Maxey. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Three-pointer by Embiid. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Jackson. Lillard outside. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Lillard is lethal as a shooter, even from way downtown.
Embiid sets the pick for George. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And it's Lillard missing.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
On the wing, George, guarded by Prince. Kicks it out to Maxey. Another three for Philadelphia.
Really showing you how quick he can be with the basketball. Maxey letting it fly in a hurry.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. Outside, George. Pass to Embiid. With it goes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we read. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Abusele out there with Edwards. Then it's Lonnie Walker. And it's McCain in at the 2-guard. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title. But whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Porter against Walker. Edwards, a screen on Porter.
Milwaukee foul. Green. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Walker against Porter. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper. Walker's got the lead up to 3 now for Philadelphia.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
There's Walker with the 3. Green with the rebound. Milwaukee's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. From deep, Walker. And it's Walker again missing. The Bucks have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Portis sets the pick for Trent. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
You know, Clark, the days of trust the process are long gone. The Sixers are now focused on the now.
As well they should be, Kevin. With a superstar big guy in his prime in Joel Embiid, there's no time like the present. And it's not going to last forever, so they need to capitalize.
Portis kicks to Trent. 6 to shoot. Back to Portis. Three-pointer. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Yabusele. Scoreless thus far. Down low. Out to Edwards. Lets it go. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A 2-point game on the wing. Green. Pass to Sims. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that, Giannis. I love the Greek freak. And I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say, Giannis, I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
Portis sets the pick for Trent. Up and in on the layup. Trent's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Man, how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
The three. And it's Bona with the rebound. 76ers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Walker against Porter. To the middle. Intercepted. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Green. Porter looking it over. Sims kicks to Porter. There's the pick. This one for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Porter's got 6.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Again, Philadelphia. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground.
That's right, fans.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's Lillard. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Lets it go with the 3. It's good from long range. Prince has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bucks. George against Prince. Outside, George. Pass to Embiid. Here's the 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
Not known for a quick release, but Embiid showing he has that ability as well.
Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. Now, Antetokounmpo. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless. Going right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. And folks, the coach's challenge has
Second personal foul. First team foul.
wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Here's Lillard. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Milwaukee ball.
Lopez, a screen on Maxey. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Drummond. The wide open look here for Lopez. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Embiid sets the pick for George. Fires the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Maxey against Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Oubre.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Giannis outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, no opponent is willing to give Antetokounmpo an easy look. I mean, they want to make it hard on him, and he's going to get bodied up, and he's learned to accept that.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The 76ers trail by 3. Now Maxey. Embiid inside. Antetokounmpo's there. George, no good. And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently. Hey, when you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Lillard attacking. Quick muscle from Giannis on the finish.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Antetokounmpo with the steal. 1:37 left here in the 4th quarter. Lillard against George. Puts it up from 12. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And it's a 7-point Bucks lead. George looking over the floor. Pass to Oubre, and stolen by Lillard. 1:10 left in the 4th quarter. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. Giannis a screen on George. Lillard the pass to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it. Well, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Prince in the corner. Over George. Prince misses. So it's Philadelphia now. They trail by 9 points. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Yes, that goes in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, Very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oubre, good. Now here's Lillard. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
76ers foul. Tyrese Maxey. That's his 4th personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. No free throw is good from Lillard.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
From deep three-point territory. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Much appreciated, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge.
both backcourt. And this one, Stan, cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. They've got Andrew Wiggins. He's out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Making it look so easy. Wiggins has crazy hops. Can really get up there.
George against Wiggins. Drummond to screen on Wiggins. For three, George gets the three to fall.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Hero. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And they're on the run. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
He may need to take a seat and recalibrate. That's his second foul in under a minute.
And it's Miami's ball. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Now here's Hero. The long-distance three is buried.
For like 95% of guys, that is a bad shot, but not Hero. He's got endless range.
George against Wiggins. Embiid a screen on Wiggins. And George launches it from deep. Embiid passes to Oubre. Three-pointer off the mark. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Hero. Wiggins with a screen on George. On the attack, Hero. And he jams it home with authority.
You're coming in at full speed. Hero was just too quick.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse.
Right away, he acknowledged they're facing one of the best defensive players in the league in Bam Adebayo. He told me Bam can do it all. He can protect the rim, he can defend in isolation, he can rebound. So we have to keep our composure, be aware of his presence, and not let him dictate what we do. All right, let's send it back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Adebayo finds Hero. Pass to Highsmith. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen from behind the arc. Good work defensively by Oubre. Philadelphia's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. George for 3, and Hero grabs the board.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. From deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. George scanning the floor. Drummond the screen on Adebayo. Here's George. Denied by Adebayo.
Oh, gotta be cautious when Adebayo is in the area, showing once again that he's a legitimate shot-blocking threat.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Wiggins.
2 minutes.
Pass to Ware. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
George for three, knocks down the triple. George has got 6.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Hero outside. No one near him. Paul George pulls it in.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Buries it from 3.
Yeah, good luck stopping that. When PG is hitting the pull-up with his size and hops, you just got to tip your hat.
Wiggins down low. George defending. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 2. 23 seconds left to play in the first. It's stolen by Maxey. To the middle. Here's Drummond.
Well, that's a big body to mess with. Drummond's a handful.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And that one falls for Drummond.
At the line for 2.
And so Drummond nails them both. Hero with it. He's got 7. And there's the drive. Here's Ware. No good on the buzzer beater. Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Philly. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Tyler Hero is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Highsmith in at small forward. And Andre Drummond is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Wiggins has space. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
This demonstrates assertiveness. You know Wiggins is feeling it when he's rising and firing like this.
Embiid a screen on Wiggins.
Team foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the Sixers with the ball. George outside. Embiid a screen on Wiggins. 6 to shoot. George's shot is off.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
George for 3. The rebound by Ware. The Heat with the lead. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie.
Well, that's about as high percentage of look as Drummond's going to get. Nice job inside.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Fast break, Philadelphia.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Maxey against Hero. Here's Ware. Pass to Highsmith. Now here's Wiggins. Puts up a deep three. Drummond grabs the miss.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And Oubre gets it to go. So it's Miami now. 4-point game. And here's Hero. 7 points in the game. Wiggins with a screen on Maxey. Here's Hero. Soft touch off the glass. Hero's got 9 points. And Stan, they always say for a player, confidence is such a big part of it. How can a coach instill that in a player?
Well, as your coach, I think your job is to create a system that the players believe in and they believe they can have success in. The rest of it has to come from inside of the players. They have to believe in themselves.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. George with it. Hero picks him up. Out to Oubre. Beyond the arc. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Wiggins, no good. The Sixers leading. George, left side. Screen by Embiid. George, no good.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Here's Adebayo. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
That's the spot where Adebayo can do the most damage.
Fires for 3. Up again. It's good on the putback. Drummond's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. Pass to Ware. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Maxey. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Embiid with it. Guarded by Adebayo. And Oubre gets it to go.
And he's such a unique talent at both ends. Embiid with the vision that time.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Driving to the basket. Good. Hero's got 11 points.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
For 3, George. And Philadelphia hits again from deep. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot run. They're measuring up that shot.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
We've got Edwards, and it's Bona in at the 5 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Deflects the pass. And that'll be Philadelphia's ball as it goes out of bounds. Sixers able to keep the possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
So Miami ends up going with a new group. 6 on the shot clock. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Heat trail by 8. Well, Coach, the Heat have had some deep playoff runs recently, making the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah, Brian, and what's really interesting is that they've only been higher than a 5 seed once in that span. They just hit a different gear in the playoffs.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
And Lonnie Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Burks against Walker. Left side Burks. It's Jaquez on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark. The Sixers lead by 6. Here's McCain. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Here's Burks. Outside for Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Takes the 3. Love grabs the miss. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And one thing's for sure, when Duncan Robinson is on the court, he has the greenest of green lights, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, look. He's one of the most lethal shooters around. He draws intense defensive attention, and then he's added to his game as a passer and as a guy who can take the ball to the basket.
Shot clock at 5. Gets the 3 ball to go. Now just a 2-point 76ers lead.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Walker. Pass to Bona. Back to Walker. Lets the 3 fly. Jaquez grabs the board. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pass to Burks. Robinson, a screen on Walker. 4 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Here's Jaquez. Back to Burks. Tries yet again. And here's Love. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta. Love's got 5 now.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Burks against Walker. The floater. And he lays it in. Walker's got 7 points here in the quarter.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Outside Burks for the tie. Rebound by Philadelphia. Bona's got 4 rebounds in the game. Walker with it. Now Burks defending. And that's a foul called on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul of the game. And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
George passes to Drummond. Back to Embiid. From deep three-point land. Rebound Miami. Here's Jovic. No made baskets yet. Knocked loose. In transition. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a bounce.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Philadelphia on. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Setting the floor for the Heat. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Adebayo to take the lead. Hero against Maxey. Clock at 6. Hero with the bucket. And the Heat lead by 2.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Here's Highsmith. Maxey covering. And it's Highsmith missing. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's the 3. Fires in the triple. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Hero against Maxey. High arcing shot, and it's laid in by Hero. Hero's got 4 points this quarter.
Soft touch on the teardrop. Hero is such an unpredictable player on offense. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. To the wing, right side. Here's Ware. Embiid covers. And it's Ware missing. The 76ers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Maxey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Now it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
Embracing the challenge inside, Maxey refuses to back down.
Pass to Adebayo. Back to Wiggins. Oh, Wiggins punishing him inside.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
Yeah, look, that shot took loads apart. Zero fear.
Here's George. Here's Drummond. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Hits a 3-pointer. And the Heat lead by 2.
Rising to the challenge, Adebayo stays under control and hits a big-time shot.
George, a deep 3. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Heat have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter.
Plays with a bit of quiet intensity, but Wiggins has shown the ability to rise up in the big moments.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight. This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
Hero against Maxey. There's a screen. Pass to Ware. Fires the 3. Counted from distance.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
For 3, George. Miami grabs the miss.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Here's Highsmith. Maxey covering. To the inside. 5 to shoot. And the basket is good. And now a 7-point Heat lead.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Now Maxey. The 3. The rebound by Ware.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, some serious power to finish that one off.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
The deep 3 from Hero. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so Miami takes the win. Exceptional effort on the road.
right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on the shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Ware in at the center position. Hero, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Expect to see more heroics from Tyler Hero.
Lillard looking around. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Four on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. A three-pointer, no good. And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most... Look at that!
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. They were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Hero. He gets it in there.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
Pass to Prince. Giannis outside. The shot's good on the assist by Prince.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Here's Jackson. The kick out to Lopez. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lillard finds Lopez. They grab their own miss. Back to Lillard. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Prince outside. Pass to Lillard. Hero against Prince to the paint. Now here's Adebayo. Tight defense on him, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Clock at 6. Here's Hero. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And Hero with the heroic slam.
1:10 left here in the opening quarter. Lillard the pass to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Shot's good by Hero. Hero's got 12 points in the game.
Pretty much having the green light on the offensive end. Tyler Hero gets explosive to score.
And Lillard kicks to Jackson. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Hero against Lillard. Hero passes to Ware. Back to Hero. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 5. And there's the drive. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. There's Hero with the 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so both teams. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Miami.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
On the floor for Miami, they've got Adebayo. Tyler Hero out there with Wiggins, and it's Ware in at center. Ware kicks to Wiggins, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
That's just too easy for Taurean Prince.
Hero against Jackson. Pass to Highsmith. Cranes the three-pointer. Highsmith's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Prince the pass to Jackson. To the inside. Using his size, Giannis.
Giannis has great confidence and he's playing with it here.
Lopez against Hero. Highsmith the pass to Adebayo. And again, Miami with the triple.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Lillard outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
Yeah, once Giannis gets the ball there, you can forget it.
Hero against Jackson. There's the pick. Here's Highsmith. It's Adebayo, top of the key. Wiggins finds Hero. Back to Wiggins. Miami needs to get a shot off. The shot by Adebayo, no good. The Bucks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Here's Lillard. Back to Giannis. Giannis dunks it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Shot's good by Hero. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Hero against Lillard. Shot's good by Hero. Hero's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
How about Hero? Gets inside and finds a way to sneak up his shot and get it to go.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
Adebayo with a screen on Jackson. Hero kicks to Adebayo. And another basket for Miami. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo passes to Jackson. Giannis a screen on Hero. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. From deep, Prince. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. .23 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Hero. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And a great burst from Hero as he gets up for the jam.
Now here's Lillard, guarded closely. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 10 points. Back to Adebayo. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He got into double digits. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Green. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the 5. Burks kicks to Love. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Milwaukee in the lead. And for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Trent against Robinson.
Get there, get there.
Sims with the rebound. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Miami grabs the miss. Hawkins outside. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
The Heat shooting their first free throw tonight.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
For 3, Portis. And that's collected by Love. Miami's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Jovic. Jaquez sets a screen for Robinson. And he makes good on the layup. And it's a 3-point Heat lead.
Duncan Robinson doing some work inside at 6'7". He could do that.
Trent against Robinson. Trent outside. Outside Portis. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple. Portis has got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
And Portis attacking with some confidence. That's in his range.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Love with the screen on Trent. Robinson drives in, and the dunk by Robinson.
Nice long strides for Duncan Robinson to get to that shot.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Portis sets the pick for Trent. Outside Portis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Portis got that shot off really quick.
The Heat with the lead. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Kicks it out to Love. Back to Burks. Head falls. Great assist by Love. Burks has got his first points of the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And he dunks it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Burks looking around. Pass to Love. Burks against Porter. There's the triple. And Kevin Love gets the 3. And the Heat lead by 4.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Good on the bucket.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Robinson for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Here's Trent. For the tie, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Hero out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the center, filling out the middle. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
They like to use Giannis in the pick-and-roll situations. He's getting better at understanding how to set the screens. With a rolling target, boy, he's a good one.
And it's in there.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. 5 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Shot clock winding down there, and Lillard making a confident move. You saw the outcome.
Outside, Hero. Adebayo with this screen on Jackson. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Misses the three. The Bucks trail. Lillard outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Jackson. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Jackson to tie it up. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Outside, Hero. They get a hand on it. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Good hands by Lillard. You cannot get lazy or he'll pick your pocket and go the other way.
Wiggins, a screen on Jackson. Kicks it out to Wiggins. They set the screen. Here we go. Wow, hammering it in.
And Wiggins committed to help the team out offensively. Big shot.
Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries. This contest, that's 86%.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Hero against Jackson. Kicks it out to Wiggins. To the left wing. Here's Highsmith. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And the Heat lead by 1.
You love how eager Wiggins is to involve his teammates. That's a nice assist.
Lillard outside. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
Prince against Wiggins. Driving inside. Prince with the defensive effort.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it's the Heat with the ball. .46 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And stolen by Lillard. An even 3-on-3 break. On the wing, Jackson. Laces one from 3.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Wiggins sets a screen for Hero. Timeout called the Heat. They're down by 4. And what's their best move at this point?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Wiggins from outside. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And Wiggins stepping up in a big moment. That's huge for this ball club.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
We've got 13 seconds left in the game. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside, Hero. To force OT. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and Dave.
with Andre Drummond. Then there's Paul George, and it's Maxey in at the 1. And from Milwaukee, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the small forward position. Now here's Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. For 3, here's Lillard, and he buries his first look.
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Now here's Lillard. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Pass to Lopez. Inside. And another shot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. First quarter of play, a minute in. And here's Oubre from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
Heads up on the money pass by Maxey. Great vision.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Jackson outside. No good from outside. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Stolen by Jackson. The 3 from Prince. Sinks the tray.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Jackson against George. Here's Drummond. A clear look for Embiid. Lopez with the steal. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Oubre. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Prince with the bucket.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time finding his teammate for the great look.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Lillard. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Lopez. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
George against Jackson. And here's Embiid. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Prince. Antetokounmpo with it. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Here's George. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie.
Look, and he knows he has the green light. Embiid's kind of attitude in these moments just makes him even more lethal.
Softly drops in the floater. Lillard's got 6.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
George, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Antetokounmpo with it. Picked up by Embiid. Lopez, the screen on Maxey. Lillard passes to Lopez. A deep three. Lillard can't get that one to fall.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
It's stolen by Maxey. To the middle. And Drummond with the jam.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. For three, here's Lillard. Doesn't go that time. And George launches it from deep. No good. Misses at the buzzer. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Prince in at the three. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout fourth year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Oubre's got his second basket.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Lillard against Maxey. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. Ooh, strong move from Giannis inside.
Just keeping the game simple. Lillard's patience and acute understanding of pick and rolls comes in handy.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Embiid. Launches a three. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Milwaukee leading by 4. And Embiid with the block.
The timing on the rejection, Embiid's feel for when to go after blocks is ridiculous.
And Oubre gets it to go.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. They get it back. Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And just tremendous putback ability. Giannis with that length and agility, just unstoppable.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. For three, here's Lillard. Lillard! What'd you expect?
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
George against Jackson. Drummond, the screen on Jackson. Oh, there's the alley! Over to the wing. The three is up. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
Here's George. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Embiid, a screen on Jackson. George, no good. The three from Prince. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Embiid with a steal. George with it. Jackson in his pocket. And Drummond with the jam.
I like what I saw on both ends that time. Hustling on defense to create some offense.
Oh, great work by Lillard in the paint.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
Now here's Maxey. Down low. Here's Oubre. Oh, big finish.
Wow.
Okay, I see you.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Oh, a terrific move by Giannis to score. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
George for 3. Lillard pulls down the board.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
Pass to Prince. This one for 3. Yes. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 6 assists here tonight. Embiid a screen on Jackson. George finds Oubre. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here are the Bucks now. They're on a 17-7 run. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Drummond. Maxey against Prince. For 3, George sinks it from distance. George has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Jackson. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Milwaukee finishing the quarter with appreciated alley. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the 3rd quarter. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got Walker, and it's McCain in at the 2 guard. Here's Trent. Pass to Portis. Back to Trent. For 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Bona. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Out to Portis. Right side Green. 5 on the clock. Outside Porter. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
90 seconds into the second half now. Fires from deep. Out to Portis. Trent outside. Here's Sims. And it's blocked by Edwards.
A great read between those 2 guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These 2 teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers experienced with star-laden rosters. He said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
And Milwaukee has possession. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Here's Portis for 3. On target from range.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And he's going for the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Trent, pass to Portis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Portis has got 5 points in the quarter. 76ers trail by 7. Outside Walker. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw. A minute 35 left in the third quarter. Pass to Bona. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. A minute 22 left in the third. Porter, the pass to Trent. Driving inside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And Lonnie Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Trent. Here he goes. And he gets the bucket. Trent's got 6.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 16-7 run. Trent outside. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Give him 8 points now.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. They get it again. Here's Yabusele. Outside Walker. The rebound by Sims. Sims has got 4 rebounds now. There's a screen. Trent from long range. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Talk about being...
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Another shot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
Pure from three-point range.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. Lillard can't get it to go. 76ers trail by 17. For 3, George. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight. For 3, George. George with another miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Lillard's got 19 points.
I love how tricky Dame can be. He uses a pull-up J to catch the defender totally off balance.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Lillard deciding where to go with it. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Oubre with a steal.
Milwaukee foul. Jackson. First personal foul. First team foul.
For 3, George. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 11 rebounds in the game. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Milwaukee?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, we credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic. And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on George. And there's the lob. Knocked away. Embiid with a steal. Fast break, Philadelphia. Out to Oubre. Drummond, a screen on Lillard. The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes. Oubre's got 20.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Pass to Prince. There's Jackson with the 3. Paul George pulls it in.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Oh, George with a steal. It's tipped and stolen by Antetokounmpo. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Bucks.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Damian Lillard.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Here's George. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. There's 57 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Maxey against Lillard. And he lobs it up top. Embiid with a steal. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Right wing. Drummond finds Embiid. Takes it inside. And then Embiid with the dunk. And here's Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
George for 3. And Lillard puts up a deep 3. No good. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson.
quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQ from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Kelly Oubre. Andre Drummond is out there with Embiid. Then it's Paul George. And it's Maxey in at the point. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Showing you the vertical that time. Paul George throwing it down.
Outside, Hero. Pass to Ware. Fires for three. Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Maxey. Back to George. Drummond with a screen on Wiggins. And that one's good. George.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Now, Hero. First quarter, just over a minute played. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here is Hero. 5 on the clock. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. And there's that vertical of Hero. Gets off the floor with ease and just hammers that one down.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Now, here's Maxey. Oubre for three. And Ware pulls it down. Miami's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
What a play from Wiggins. Fantastic in out-picking the defense off the dribble. Bang!
George from deep three-point land. Pass to Embiid. And George now top of the key. Here's Oubre. And the jam by Oubre.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Hero, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. I love it, though, D.A. I got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hero's got 5 points so far.
And look at how confident Hero is from range. He'll take that shot whenever possible.
He puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The three from George. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat leading by 4. Wiggins passes to Ware. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Maxey attacking and slam dunk by Maxey.
Boy, I like it. Quick, aggressive move by Maxey.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
32 seconds left in the first quarter. On the wing, Wiggins, covered by Oubre. Wiggins against Oubre. Just 5 on the clock. Wiggins drives in. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. The 3 from George. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up. Pigeon.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
We've got Hero. He's out there with Wiggins. And it's Adebayo in at the 4. It's the group on the 4 for Miami.
Going rack to rack. You see the athleticism of Wiggins, but also the tremendous effort to get down the court like that.
And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
Embiid from outside. Joel showing off the range.
For his size, Embiid shouldn't be this good from range. I mean, that just speaks to his raw talent.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Ware. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers trail by 3. George double-teamed. Maxey on the wing. That's in. Coming off the assist from Embiid. Maxey's got 7.
Zero hesitation, Maxey. Great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
George against Hero. From deep three-point land. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. George, no good.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Pass to Adebayo. Miami no good on that time either. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Miami's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And a wide open look for Hero. Here's Highsmith out to the right wing. And here's Adebayo outside. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
And that one's good, George. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Here's Highsmith. He's covered by Maxey. Highsmith's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And that one's good. Maxey. Maxey's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers. Here's Hero. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hero's got 7 points.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Miami's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Drummond with a screen on Wiggins. George with no one around. Good on the three-point shot. George has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Philadelphia. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Hero against George. Outside, Hero. Takes it inside. Makes it off the glass. Hero's got 4 this quarter.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Wiggins with it. George picks him up. Wiggins passes to Hero. Back to Wiggins. Pass to Ware. Just 5 to shoot. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And a deep 3 from George. Miami grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the...
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got Yabusele. He's out there with Edwards. And it's Bona in at the 5 down low. Robinson down low. Love with a wide open look. And he's good on the 3-ball. Love's got the first points of the second half here for the Heat. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with the statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Walker surveying the floor.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Outside, Robinson. Love outside. Outside, Robinson for the 3. Walker with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Launches it. That one doesn't drop. The Heat leading by 6. Here's Jovic. Still scoreless. Robinson kicks to Love. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc. It's not going to go for him.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the night. And he knocks down the first one.
shooting for Philadelphia.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Jovic. Back to Robinson. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Robinson's got his first points of the night.
It's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And here's Walker outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Now, here is Robinson. Defense is right there. 1:52 left in the third. Love with the screen for Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Walker. The Heat have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Burks the pass to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
For 3, Love cans it from downtown. Love's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Miami. Walker against Burks. Now here's Walker. He's covered closely. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Miami shooting their first free throw of the night. Miami leading by 8. That one drops for him. Robinson's got 9.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Buries it from three-point range. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Heat. They've led by as much as 10. Love with the screen for Robinson. Kicks it out to Love. Pass to Burks. 3 seconds left. And so it's Miami bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Hero out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Highsmith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Oh, he jams it right over Kelly Oubre. Wow!
Spectacular move. Wiggins' elevation, body control, strength, elite across the board.
Pass to Ware. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Adebayo with the ball. George picks him up, and Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Wiggins against George. Embiid sets the pick for George. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Adebayo with the screen on Maxey. To the paint. Lays it up off the glass. Highsmith's got the lead up to 14 now for the Heat.
And what can Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass. It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
The 76ers trail by 14. Oubre left side. Fires the three. Outside for George. Shoots the three. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wiggins outside. Pass to Ware. Hero on the wing. Three-pointer. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Heat.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
And here they come. George, that's a 2-pointer. They get it back. Lobbed up there for Drummond and stolen by Wiggins. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. From outside the arc. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Oubre. On the wing, George. From outside, off the mark.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Heat.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Tyler Hero.
Unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Good discipline on defense. Wiggins right on top of it the whole way.
Maxey sets a screen for George. Offline from the top of the key.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
They get it again. Pass to Highsmith. And the three off target. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 13-point game. Drummond outside for George. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly... All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg...
to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Now here's Lopez. Lopez, the screen on Hero. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lillard. And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
Doesn't matter where he is on the floor. Lillard is a walking bucket.
Here's Hero. Up top, Wiggins. With the drive, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, what a creative dunker Wiggins is. It's really fun watching him rise up and finish with power.
Lillard outside. Adebayo with a steal. Fast break Miami. Here's Ware. Pass to Highsmith. Gets to the corner and hits it. Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
Now here's Hero. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry.
And I just love how he uses his lateral quickness to stay with his man. Lillard is a capable on-ball defender.
Jackson with a screen on Adebayo. Antetokounmpo. Lopez against Hero. Back to Lopez. Out to Lillard. Tries it from the top of the key. Here's Jackson with the clock winding down. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
Hero, the pass to Highsmith. Here's the pick. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Damian Lillard picks one up. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. And so he hits both. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Lillard deciding where to go with it. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Out to Lillard. Pass to Lopez. From outside the arc. To the inside. Lillard outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Second chance shot. Lillard can't get that one to fall.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game stand catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
And it's Lopez with the jam.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Hero for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Lillard up top. 1:14 left to play in the first. And the dunk by Lillard.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on that one.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. he can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Wiggins against Prince. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo outside. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
The incomparable length. I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
Pass to Ware, and stolen by Antetokounmpo. And there's Jackson on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Adebayo, a screen on Prince. Here's Wiggins. Jams it in off a great move.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. For three, here's Lillard. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a good game so far. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
On the court right now for the Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Now here's Lillard. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time finding his teammate for the great look.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Ali. Thank you. Now here's Hero. Fires the 3. Prince grabs the miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Jackson. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little bit.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So it's Miami now. No points yet here in the second quarter for him. Here's Hero. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
You got to do more than that to stop Hero. He's superb at staying under control.
Jackson can't get it to go.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
First team foul.
Wiggins from long range. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jackson right side. There's the 3. Nails it from 3. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Wiggins looking around. Oh, Wiggins with the silky touch at the rim.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Prince. Takes the three. Rebound Miami.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Hero outside. They set a pick. The kick out to Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Adebayo. Fires for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Lopez. Launches it. They get the rebound. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass. Being rewarded for his efforts right there.
Wiggins against Prince. Wiggins passes to Highsmith. Pass to Hero. Puts up a 3. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 8 now. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Now here's Lillard. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter.
I love how focused Bam is on the defensive end, using all of his size to create high-pressure coverage.
Here's Ware. Down low. Here's Highsmith. Kicks it to Hero. Lopez with the steal. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Lillard. Back to Jackson. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Fires top of the key. Here's Lopez. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Milwaukee shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And Lopez drops them both.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Stolen by Jackson. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Milwaukee up 15. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
We've got Kevin Love. Alec Burks is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the power forward. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Robinson with it. Love a screen on Trent. Outside Robinson. Outside for Love. 6 on the shot clock. Drills it from deep.
Set him up. Love will knock him down. Terrific shooter there off the catch.
Trent outside, going inside, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Love a screen on Trent. Robinson for 3. Porter pulls it in. And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Outside, Green. Trent outside. Inside. Heading caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now here's Robinson, still without a bucket. Pass to Burks. 6 to shoot. Back to Love. It's stolen by Trent. Porter looks it over. This one for 3. He drops it from range. Porter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
To the right side. Jovic passes to Robinson. To the paint. Here's Jaquez, and the ball out of play. The Bucks will have it. And you think about what Jaquez has done early in his career. It's pretty impressive, Stan.
Well, Brian, people tend to underrate college players who play multiple years. He was basically a finished product before he reached the NBA.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Burks. Softly drops in the floater. Burks has got his first points of the game.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Trent on the wing. Jaquez covers. Trent, the pass to Portis. Trent against Jaquez. Offensive rebound. Outside for Porter. The 3 is up. Can't get it to drop. Heat trail by 21. To the middle. Banked it in off the glass. Jovic has got his first points of the night.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Pass to Porter. Yep, that one goes. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Burks against Porter. And here's Burks. Here's Jovic. No good on the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Portis the screen. Trent from long range. On target from range. Trent's got 5 points.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Robinson for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Now the Bucks with it. They're on a 16-7 run, and that's a foul called on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul of the game. So Miami ends up going with a new group. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And no good. Miami has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Rejected by Lopez.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
He could not find the mark from the free throw line in their last game.
That free throw misses. And he's good on the second. 8 seconds left in the third. Now Hero launches it from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Give him 8 points now. Got it off in time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks continuing to pile it on, up 22. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Bucks leading by 22. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at small forward. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game. And for Miami, they're shooting about 43% on this one. Jackson against Hero. Pass to Highsmith. Adebayo with it. Fires the three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. And it's Highsmith missing. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo. And the big finish by Giannis.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Adebayo, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Adebayo, a screen on Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. And the basket by Highsmith.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. For 3, here's Lillard. And the three-pointer goes.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers. It's almost effortless how he shoots.
Wiggins against Prince. Wiggins outside. And there's a pick. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Never afraid of a little physical play, Wiggins embraces the challenge of scoring on a tough defense.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Jackson surveying the D. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Hero. Jackson finds Lillard. Back to Jackson. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. For Miami, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Hero outside. Pass to Ware. Fires from 14. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Jackson. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Lillard. Back to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
Count it.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Screen by Antetokounmpo.
And I'll tell you, that was some smart basketball from Lillard right there. I mean, understanding how to put pressure on the D to get these calls.
And he drops the first.
At the line, Damian Lillard.
And both free throws good for Lillard. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bucks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think What didn't go well for them? Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And what a huge performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Lillard right side. Wiggins with a steal. And here comes the break.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Now here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. To the inside. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Adebayo grabs the board. Hero against Antetokounmpo. It's Wiggins on the wing. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Great job drawing the foul, and almost converted the shot as well.
And Wiggins drops them both. 5 ticks left to play in the fourth quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie.